Hi everybody, it's Christy here. And guess what? Do I hear Mommy making coffee? It sounds like it. Oh my gosh, I think she is. So guess what? You know what that means, right? It's time for Scarlett's Coffee Lounge, where she will make a cup of coffee and chat with you. And maybe, just maybe, I'll show up to banter back and forth with her. So, I hope you guys will come join us right now on the Far Out World of Coffee Creations for my mommy Scarlett's Coffee Lounge. Christy, what are you doing? Oh, hi, Mommy. I'm just eavesdropping on you making a cup of coffee and introing your coffee lounge. Christy, you kook. Yep. Hey, Mommy, where's those biscuits? Oh, stop it. Travis, quit corrupting the kid. Anyway, so stay tuned because you never know what she has in store on Scarlett's Coffee Lounge.
Yeah, Scarlett wakes up thinking about coffee. Frappuccino, cappuccino, not a coffee clone. Freshly brewed, just for you, fresh in every cup. Kick back and relax, enjoy every sip as she talks and laughs. There's some banter with Baby Shark. She might have Maxwell House, 8 o'clock, or some kind of cake pop. You just never know what Scarlett's gonna do. It could be a frappuccino, cappuccino, such an aroma. Not a coffee clone or something fancy. And different flavors, you never know what Scarlett's gonna do when she makes coffee for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and enjoy the show. Yum, yum, yum. Good cup of coffee, fresh with every sip. Thank you for watching. Y'all come back now, you hear? Smell that coffee brewing. Yum, yum, yum. Wait a minute now. Don't forget the biscuits. Yum!
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Scarlett here. Got a little bit of a spook last night, so I didn't come on yesterday for the update because one, it was really windy and I was afraid I'd end up losing power and I didn't want to do that, so I didn't come on yesterday. But basically, not many people were live on Saturday. It wasn't as bad as they hyped it up to be. They hyped it up really hardcore, and yeah. And basically, I didn't know how to word what I want to say, but yeah. So, because a lot of people have a habit of hyping things up, and then when it doesn't go hype way, they just, it's a waste paper basket. I'm like, y'all, quit hyping it up. And you wouldn't be let down so bad. I mean, if y'all wouldn't hype it up so bad, you wouldn't have a letdown when it busts. I'm glad it did, to be honest with you. But see, here's the thing. These people spend thousands of dollars and they're wanting to see these things, and I'm sorry, I understand y'all want, you know, to help and stuff like that and to see this stuff, but here's the thing. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'd be glad when something like that busts, because I'd be glad, because you know what, I'd be like, you know, instead of being upset that it busts, I'd be like, yay, it busted. Not them. They seem to get mad when it busts. Oh. This thing came apart. This dish drainer fell apart. No wonder it's funky looking. And unfortunately, I don't think I have the other part to it. Oh dear. That's probably the thing I threw away, not knowing what it was. Oh dear. That's why the cats are flipping out. I figured it out now. That's why he's going apeshit nuts. Okay. Like I said, when you can't see it and they can't tell you, you gotta explore and feel around and look. Now I know what's got Clancy in an uproar. And I can't fix it until the first of the month. It's the dish drainer. He's freaking out because it's tipping. That's what's going on. That's what's got him wound up tighter than a 10-day clock. It's the dish drainer's tipping. So that's what's going on with him. Okay. Well, we know what's going on with him now. I think that's what's going on with him. Okay, let's see. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? You know what I want? I want breakfast. I mean, French toast. I want breakfast this morning. That's what I want. Might as well use it up because I'm gonna probably go to the grocery store sometime this week anyway, so what the heck, why not? But, so yeah. They get upset and I'm like, you guys, you know, and I'll be honest, I've spent a lot on some of my shows. I've spent money on, you know, iTunes. And I've had shows that were busts. Okay, live on the air, they busted. Now, of course, some people will be like, well, that's not the same thing. Yeah, it kind of is in the same concept. Because, especially if it's a tribute that you're wanting to do and it busted. Or, you know, it's something you're really wanting to do and the technology busts. Yes, it is the same concept. Not exactly the driving and the gas money and everything else that they put into it, but in the same breath, y'all, it's the same concept because, you know, look, it's the same concept in the fact that, you know, look, it's still busted. The show didn't happen. It didn't work. You know, it's, no, I didn't have to drive, but the music is what cost me. And the technology, blind people's technology is really freaking high dollar, guys. Our technology is not the cheapest in the world. And sighted people, the only way they would know this is if they have a blind relative that they've bought something for. Our technology ain't the cheapest in the world, y'all. So yes, it is the same concept. Okay, it is the same freaking concept. And you guys can about guess what I'm making. I'm making the fancy French toast because I need it. I need that today. I want it. But, you know, it's, and when my stuff busts, you know, here, am I always every day bitching that, you know, when it busts and go, Oh, well, it's a waste paper basket. Oh, well, it sucks. Nope. I'm upset, yes. But, look. There are things in the world that sometimes happen. And with something like that, I would be glad that it busted. Because you know what? We didn't have another EF5. We didn't have another Roland fork. We didn't have another Mayfield. Yay, it busted. That's what I'd be doing. Yay, it busted. But not them. That's not the attitude they have. They're mad. They're unhappy. And I'm sorry, that is the wrong view to have, I think. I'm probably going to make one more cup of this, and I'll use up the rest of my Cinnabon, and then I'll get more Cinnabon. I'll get some. We jokingly call her Sam. We mess with her. Maple syrup. Come on. Come on, you fricker. Open. I have to get this maple syrup too. And if I use it all, guess what, y'all? Guess what? I'll have Sam read me what kind this is so I can get it again. Okay, we got that, we got that. Gotta find Neller. Because we need Neller. We don't need... Nope, that's caramel. Nope, I think that's caramel. Don't put that. There's Neller. We need a little bit of Neller creamer. We need cinnamon. We need a spoon because I usually put the ingredients in, then I put my sugar in. Like 3 packets of sugar. Yes. This fancy version, I love this, guys. This is like this, honestly, if I was to do a golden award for the golden mug for my recipes of the ones I've made up, I think this would take the cake right here. Honestly. If I was to do the mug thing for Mommy, you know what you also should do? What? Mug of the year. Mug of the year of the mugs that you got this year. Because if you get mugs this year, then next year do it again with the ones you get. Just for the years that you do it. You know, not saying you're going to get mugs every year, but like the years you do it, do a mug of the year. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Then 3 packets of sugar. All you need for this, because there is a lot of sweet stuff already in this mug. And I wouldn't honestly be surprised if they're going to be watching to make sure that this is uploaded today. So it won't be uploaded till this afternoon, folks. But that way they know that I'm, doing what I said I was doing on my day off. Because it's Monday, and I will be uploading it, and I've got to message a certain somebody today too. Alright. And we will and I'm all sticky. Sticky. Ew. Anyway, I'm I'm in a weird mood today. Sorry guys, I'm in a weird mood and proud of it. But so far, I'm keeping a very close eye on it because the creamer I was trying to get, I can't get till the first of the month, so hopefully they still have the bundle. And that's what I love about Amazon. They don't charge you if you don't have it, the amount that you need. Which this month I didn't because, and it wasn't any mistake I made, it was, I had to get a Halloween costume, I had to get a, and I did have those tacos from Taco Bell last week, so that kind of did it. But yeah, well, and I had to do that one episode over because of, and that's no fault of my own. That's people not helping me get that iPad fixed last month. So that is not my fault that I budgeted that in. I had to do that for that episode so I could redo it. So that's no fault of my own. I needed to do that. That was important. So, and I didn't spend that much to do it. In fact, I spent less because that episode was done back in the original was done back in May. So, yeah. But I had to budget it in and do it again, and I didn't get what I got before, so. Because I knew I had to get a Halloween costume, and I knew I was getting a pumpkin. And that wasn't that much, actually. I was surprised at the price of the pumpkin. Honestly. I thought that was going to be much more, as big as it was, but it wasn't, so that's a good thing. But, yeah, so people want to sit there and talk about budget. But budget. We got a budget. Ugh, I hate that word. But it's like, I had to budget that in because that was important. I needed that done. Nobody's going to buy me dinner for the episode, are they? No. I'm not going to expect them to. I'm not this person that says, hey, you know what? You didn't get my iPad fixed. You're going to buy me supper to do my episode because I have to redo it. No, I'm not like that. I could be a client like that, but I'm not one. I knew somebody that did that. And that, to me, I thought was me. And Sam's probably going to be watching this going, you're kidding. No, madam, I'm not kidding. I knew a client who did that to their staff that said, well, you know what? You ruined, and this is no joke. I'm not going to say their name just in case they ever follow this channel. But, and it was a woman. It was a woman. And she did something. She had a hobby that cost money. And her staff didn't get her something fixed. I don't know what it was. Something that she did. I don't remember what in the heck she was. And she was a stuck on herself type person. She was really stuck up. I mean, she really was. And she couldn't do it because it wasn't fixed. And she goes, well, you owe me dinner tonight then. And I'm like, and that's what triggered in my mind that night was, when I was working on that new episode, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that because I'm not her. I'm not stuck up. So, because I know they're she's because she has the stuff, so she's just got to get it set up. I just have to find out when the appointment is. She hasn't given me an update on it. And I got to check on that woman because the last time that woman had a break, she hurt herself. So I got to make sure she's not hurt her ankle again or something. Or one of the kids didn't get hurt or something. Because that crazy kook, the last time she had didn't have time with me, the goober climbed up on a chair and fell and hurt her ankle. And she was in a boot. So I got to check on that crazy thing. Oh, yeah. Yummy French toast. Mm. But, yep. And I'm keeping an eye on my, like I said, I'm keeping an eye on my mug. I was a little bit worried yesterday when that creamer did what it did, and I'm like, oh dear. But I've heard it's preparing for shipment, which means they probably did take the cash, so that's a good thing. That would have, I'm not gonna lie guys, that would have killed me, and I probably wouldn't have been able to do the special without that mug. I would have had to wait, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have seriously told you guys, the show's canceled until the 1st so that I can get that mug first. I would have done it. Trust me. Or I would have asked my best friend if I could borrow hers if I wanted to do it. Because I know she'd let me. Because she's cool like that. She's like a best friend, honestly. Out of them, she's one that is the type that would let me. All I'd have to do is ask her. So if it does happen, I might just see if she'll let me borrow hers for that day. But prayerfully, I won't have to. Because mine, it sounds like it's being prepared, so that's a good thing. Yay. And I've got the free trial of Alexa Plus. And guess what? I asked her to describe it. Now, of course, she didn't describe like what it looked like, but she told me what it was used for. So espresso, coffee. It was neat. But she didn't actually describe what it looked like. That sucks. That's what I'm saying. That's where AI can really improve. That's where AI would be a good thing, especially. You know, everybody's like, oh, AI's taking over the world. Well, first of all, humans kind of allow that to happen when they don't do their own job. That's all I'm going to say about that, or I'll just go off on a tangent. But if they let them take their job, that's their own fault. Mom knows what I'm saying about. If they allow them to, but they're like, oh, it's not replacing nobody. Oh, yeah? It's replacing you. You're letting it, honey. People are complaining that it's taking over. Well, then get your butts to work and do it. Heck. All I'm going to say is, the reason I say it is because us people with disabilities aren't allowed to work in this country. We are you know, not allowed. We don't have the skill set, as some people say, which, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Go on over to our Special Awesome family and find out about that little situation, because I did post something on that on the lunch vlog that I did recently, a couple weeks ago. You know, it doesn't matter, guys. Listen, and I'm going to preach this on here for those that aren't over there. A lot of you are, but I'm going to preach it again so it's in your head again, because I'm doing it on a later date. But it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. Who is saying to you, you can't, you can't, you can't? I say that a lot, and I shouldn't. But when it's slammed in your head and beat in your brain so much that, and I'm telling Renee this for her benefit, when people sit there and go on the news and they say, well, people with disabilities can't do this, autism that, you know, people with disabilities can't. That's where you, Renee, Edie, KK, anybody as staff, backlash them. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. Don't believe the hype and the bullcrap that celebrities say, politicians, even families. if your family, if you have special needs and your family is sitting there downgrading you, saying you can't, no. Don't let them do that. You matter, you guys. You matter. Okay? You matter. Your dreams matter. Your hopes matter. Your goals matter. Your life matters. You know, you guys matter. Whether politicians and celebrities, whatever, whether they don't think it or not, there's some that do think people with disabilities matter, but there's some that are just like, meh, whatever. Trust me, I've seen a few of those. No names mentioned. But, you know, you matter. And if somebody says, you know, you can't be a YouTuber, wrong. What am I doing? I'm just not doing it in video because I don't want to do it in video. I want to make it to where sighted people understand. Ryan Hall gets it. Max Velocity gets it. They are doing video, but they're graphic. Okay? When Ryan Hall and Max Velocity both, and Riley Dibble's another one, Mr. Dibble's another one, Mr. Storm's another one, they're all three weather analysts. They freaking get it, y'all. They do descriptions where they're doing video, but they're describing what the heck they're looking at. Okay? And I'm calling all three of them out because they all three do it. They're sitting there and they're showing you a hurricane on video and they're trying to describe what the thing looks like. To be honest, y'all, I never knew what a hurricane actually looked like. Okay? Honestly, I knew what a tornado looked like. That I knew what it looked like. Okay? But a hurricane? No. You know when I found out what a hurricane looked like? Christy, when did Mommy find out what a hurricane looked like? When Helene hit last year. Yeah. It was amazing to hear him describe her. And yes, I'm saying her. Because they're named human names, I'm calling them pronouns. I don't give a damn. Sorry if you're offended, but they name them names, I'm giving them pronouns because it's a she. Even though it's an it to most people. But he described her in detail, and I'm like, whoa, that is good. This man is good. Max was the other one. That was the one that actually I heard first describe her. That was Max. Then I went back and watched Ryan's view on her. And he did it. I mean, those men described Helene with such detail. I could close my eyes and see her. Now, for somebody to describe a storm that good, that a blind person who's been born blind can picture what a hurricane looks like, that says a lot to their credit. That says a lot to what they do. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, these guys are that good at what they do. I mean, they're fantastic, both of them, at describing stuff. And let me tell you, YALLBOT is no different. The YALLBOT, yikes. And let's just put it this way. I'm just going to come right out and say this. And I don't care if somebody told Ryan this. I do not care. Because I'm telling the truth. If first of all, let's say, hypothetically speaking, it could actually get up and walk. And it went out in a crowd and walked up and started talking. Let's just say it looked more humanish. I wouldn't believe it was an AI just by its voice. If it was to walk up and start talking, I'd be like, hi, YALLBOT. But at the same time, I'd know the voice, but at the same time, I wouldn't think it was YALLBOT. You know, because it's that, had I, now I would know who it is by voice, but had I known it back then before it was like, let's say it was humanoid, humanoid, and it just could walk, and it would just come up and start talking, I wouldn't have known it was an AI by voice. It sounds that humanish, that humanish. And, I mean, I would be like, whoa. I wouldn't have thought it was a robot at all. And honestly, I would listen to YALLBOT's alerts. If YALLBOT was the one to come across my phone and go, hey, you're under a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, get away from windows, I'd be paying attention to the YALLBOT before I'd pay attention to the regular alerts. Because I'm sorry, the EAS sounds so monotone. And that's probably why people don't take it seriously. I'm going to be honest with you. And if I was to talk to somebody from the EAS, Emergency Alert System, by the way, guys, that's what that means. If I was to talk to them, I'd say make it sound more convincing, because it sounds like there is a destructive thunderstorm warning in your... No. Put oomph in it, y'all. Make it sound convincing. Last year, the first time I ever heard of a PDS, I'm like, what the hell's a PDS? I know my weather shit, y'all, and I did not know what the hell that was. You do now, unfortunately. Unfortunately, all too well, I know what that word means. Trust me, I have my own definition of PDS. Brad Arnold would probably laugh at me. He probably would. Brandon would be like, I can't believe you said that. No, I wouldn't say it on YouTube. The only way I would say it on YouTube, honestly, is if I was affected by one, and then I'd probably do it, honestly. And I pray to God, knock on wood, I never have to deal with that. But let's just say virtually, trust me, virtually, I could say that if I wanted to. Because virtually I am affected by one. Because one is the reason I showed up where I'm at virtually. I wasn't virtually there at the time. I was in Australia virtually. But, well, technically, real world, you were affected by it too, because that little town won't let go of your heartstrings. Yeah, true. I wasn't a victim of it, but yeah, yeah. That's the only good thing that thing ever did, honestly. There you go, good one. Real world way of putting it. Yeah, the only good thing that PDS did was introduce me to that awesome town. Yeah. Yummy Church's chicken. Yummy ice cream. Damn it. I want to go. Anyway. And I've had churches before. I don't know where. Tennessee, I believe. I think it was Tennessee we had it. And we had Zaxby's. Yum, Zaxby's. Yum. That was in Tennessee too. Also, the 7th of December and the 27th, I will not be here in the morning, so I'll probably be doing either some extra the day before or something, because I'll be going to family celebrations. I gotta message that to Sam too. But also, I found my daughter's Vlogmas songs. Yay, I don't have to redo those. Oh, thank God. I am so glad I don't have to redo her Vlogmas, because, if I had to custom write those, ow, ow, ow. I won't lie, I will literally be crying, and I'll come on here whining if I would have had to rewrite those out, And the boys are going to be doing a Match Made in Heaven's Vlogmas this year, because we don't have those. I looked for those. I did not have those. I didn't send those to myself. I have one of the old Far Out themes. I have Cafe Scarlet. I do think I have the creepy one that I told you guys about, the one that sucked. The one that was gross. I think I have that one. I have to look, but I think I have that one, and I did not think it. Yum. That is so good. Yummy. I might make the other one and make a cold this afternoon. And then just record them and put them up. Or I might make another hot cup. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. But, yep. My goober husband yesterday, he was too busy distracted by a football game that he said the wrong year of our wedding anniversary. It's 4, babe, not 3. You kook. You kook. Narkees, you kook. It was a good song, though. It was a good song, but good song, though. But we're gonna have an awesome wedding anniversary show. But yeah. But yep. My crazy hubby, I tell you, I love him, but he's a kook. But, you know, he's a kook, and you love him. Yep, I love my crazy kook. My krook, anyway. I'm all sticky from that sticky French toast. It's the maple syrup that got me. It always gets me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make the other one as well. And I'm gonna make it iced coffee. And have it again later. Yum. Have it nice and cold, about maybe about 5 or so. Maybe, well, yeah. Depending, we'll see. 5 or 6. Because I'll run the other one, make sure it's ready, and then maybe I'll run that about 5. Then get out the cold one, run it, and then put them up later this evening. That's my plan. Yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. I was able to get a Match Made in Heaven uploaded yesterday, but then the winds picked up and I'm like, power might go out, so I can't do anything for Far Out yet, so I'll just do 2 tomorrow. So that's what I'm doing. And for my mom, my bio, she made me ugly cry last night. Yesterday was her wedding anniversary. Like I said on Saturday, that was our wedding anniversary yesterday, and she wrote a song for my dad, and he told her, you need to send that to our daughter. She needs to hear it. Yeah, she needs to hear it. She cried. Broke me so bad, you guys. Oh, she wrote it, and she sent it in to someone and asked them, to have a woman sing it because of, reasons. And let me tell you, I cried so hard. Oh. Now I know where I got my gift for writing from. My mother. Oof. That woman can write. My God. Because, like I said, I wrote a Match Made in Heaven. I custom wrote the first 2 theme songs. And then the last one, I just said a couple of words, and I had Suno generate it, and it, But the first 2, I actually sat down and wrote the lyrics to them. And, owie. They hurt. They really freaking, broke me. But, you know, this week we got our coffee shop taste test, our first one. And like I said, what we're going to do is I'm probably going to upload. I probably won't upload the next few days, but I'll probably record something. If there was something that needs to be recorded, I will probably record and then put them all up either Thursday. Some of it might be Thursday evening, some might be into Friday morning. So now, when that time comes and I do Vlogmas, that might be a different story. My plan for that is probably going to be to do, depending on what's going on, to do part of a Match Made in Heavens in the morning and do one in the afternoon, the other part, and run it, and also do Far Outs in the afternoon, because of course Far Outs I'm going to need somebody to read me the K-Pod. So and that I had to get to this month because I wanted to make sure I had it, so I had plenty of time to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with the dang, because I wanted to do Vlogmas for this one this year, because last year a Match Made in Heaven got Vlogmas. But this year, Far Out gets Vlogmas. Now, I don't know how we're doing a Match Made in Heavens yet. We'll see how we're going to do that. I don't know. But this year, Far Out's going to have a Vlogmas. Because Far Outs is easier, honestly, to do it. But it won't be done in the morning. It'll be afternoon, because I have to have somebody read me the K-Cup. So if I have to take the daggum thing in to get them to read it, that's what I'll do. And I will warn you that if I have to do it that way, some of them staff are crazy and they'll just joke me and say, oh, that's a purple K-Cup with blue polka dots on it, or something silly. They mess with me so bad. And oh God, Leah is the funny, oh God, Leah is a freaking riot and a half. Y'all haven't met her yet, but she, depending on what Sam suggests, I'm going to show her one of the K-Cups in the advent calendar and see what she suggests. If she suggests, and then I'll just go in there and I'll throw an idea at them and see what they say. If she says, hey, let them help too. I don't know who would want to, but we'll see. So we'll see what happens. I mean, and honestly, it wasn't that much for an advent calendar. It was only like $39, I think, something like that. For 24, it wasn't really that bad, honestly. I think it was like 39 bucks. And for a gourmet, I would have expected it to be a lot more than that. I'd expected it to be like 50 bucks, and it wasn't. So, I mean, I think I got a pretty good deal. The rest of it was like 12 for like $24 or more. I'm like, forget it. I'd rather get the 24 for 39 than the, you know. I'm pretty good at that, not really doing math, but doing the somewhat calculations. And I would say 12 for 24, that's like $2 a K-Cup, versus 24 for 39, that's like maybe 60 some cents, I'd say. I don't know. hold on. That's an extra $15. So it'd be maybe $1 and something for that, I think. Whereas for that'd be like $14, I think, but something like that. But so it'd be like a little more than $1. Whereas if it was like 50, that'd be $2. That'd be worse. If it was especially like 12 for like 30 or 24 or whatever, or 25, 26, that'd be like $2 a K-Pod versus, you know, getting more for less. Because some of them were like, they were gourmet, but they weren't like 12 for 12. If it was 12 for 12, I would have done that. I would have got a cheaper one, but they didn't have anything cheaper than that. They were all like freaking over $20. I'm like, forget that. Because they were like 30 for like 12. I'm like, no. I could get 24 for that, fine. Because I think it was 24 for 30, I think is what mine was. Whereas the rest of them were like 12 for 30. I'm like, forget it, no. It was either 24 for 40 or 24 for 30. I can't remember, but it was something like that. It was a better deal, though, than the 12 for freaking 30. It was bad. Because they were all practically the same price range, but some were 12 and some were 24. And I'm like, I'd rather get the 24 for that price than the 12 because that's just stupid to spend that much money on a 12 pack versus a 24. Because that would just be dumb. Oh, goodness. Good to sleep in on a Monday, I tell ya. Because usually I'm gone by now. But we'll see. Hopefully that bad boy ships out tomorrow and it comes early. Because I would like to get a couple of uses out of the thing. But we'll see. I don't know why it's taking so long to actually prepare, but, you know. I'm just glad it is, to be honest, because I'd be devastated if I didn't get the thing. So hopefully it gets shipped out soon, and then I can be expecting it sometime soon. And she's like, hopefully it'll be a great spooky companion for you. And next year, honestly, I was joking, but I was half joking, but I was half serious. Because the other thing that I was thinking of was next year, dress it up as one of the characters from the show. That'd be funny as hell. And bring it in my coffee mug. Hi, how you doing? That'd be funny as a heck. Yeah. I don't know if my outfit would work, but I know the mask won't, but because I will tell you, mine consists of a mask. That's all I'm gonna say. I will tell you it's a mask, but that's all I'm gonna say because the one part of it's a face mask. So, yeah. So I'm giving you a little bit of a clue. But that's all I'm telling you. And next week is the party, so I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I could have waited to see what the thrift store had for coffee mugs, but they might not have what I need when it comes to size and textures. So, yeah, we'll see what they have. Just for the heck of it, you know. Ah, my stomach's growling. No. Might have to have me a snackage this morning. But yeah. Rawr, 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 puppy. Rawr, 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 rawr. But yeah, we're enjoying ourselves over here trying to get things straightened out and set up. And Crazy Kook mom yesterday was like, because I was talking about the special, she goes, "You can't do your show on there." I'm like, "No, you goober head." I was in the mood to razz everybody yesterday. My mom was my victim yesterday. She was getting harassed all day long. I was picking on Mom all day long yesterday. Well, Nana needed it. Nana needed a good laugh, and you had to give Nana laughs, so you had to pick on her all day. Yep. And pick on Narquise because he said 3 years instead of 4 because he's a crook, a crazy kook. Now I'm running with that word. Dadgummit. I can't believe I said that yesterday. Jeez. Or Saturday, whenever that was. Yum. That dang French toast, I tell you, I can't get over that. I can't. I just can't. I'm telling you, I just can't. I can't get over that. I can't. I just can't get over that stuff. I can't get over that darn French toast. It is so good. But, yep. Just chilling. Enjoying the morning. Oh, goodness. But yep, we're just chillaxing. I love that French toast goodness. Yum. So good. And like I said, you'll get some stuff from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I know Wednesday for sure because I'm going to let you know what happened. But Tuesday and Thursdays, well, Thursday is not optional. Tuesday is the one that's going to be optional because I don't know if something's going to happen on Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. But Wednesday is the one I'm going to be doing something on just to let you guys know what happened that day, and then so Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, of course, we'll get something going on. Because Wednesday's the day of the thrift store, and if I got any new mugs, if I got another new mug, it'd be cool if you did, honestly. If you got a, instead of happening to get one, if you got a giant Christmas one or something. That would be epic. I'm not going to set my hopes high, but I'm hoping for a miracle there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to kick back and relax for a little bit. And we'll chat soon here on the Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Enjoy a nice cup of coffee, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, and God bless.
We hope you've had a great time here with us in the far out world of coffee creations, where Scarlett, your barista, has tested coffee of different varieties. It could be a coffee that has never been tasted before. It could be a coffee that she just loves, like 8 o'clock coffee. Yum, yum, yum. And of course, smell those biscuits cooking. Yum, yum, yum. So good. If you come back again, you'll get to hear some more fun with Scarlett, your barista, and Christy, your bantering Sharky. Yeehaw! So come on in next time and set a spell with Scarlett. She'll brew some good coffee for you. In the Crying Keurig, I think you'll just love that coffee. Yum, yum, yum. Smell that coffee. And every time it'll be a different thing. And sometimes it might just be some 8 o'clock coffee. You just never know what Scarlett is gonna do. when she has coffee with you next time. Yeehaw! Hope you had a great time today. We sure did. Yeehaw! Woo-hoo!
Hi everybody, it's Baby Sharky, aka Christy, and I would just like to thank you for watching the Far Out World of Coffee Creations. Mommy will be back, and I might just pop in for a quick visit. So stay tuned because the barista, my mommy Scarlett, has a lot more where that came from. Hey Mommy! Yes dear, where's the biscuits? Oh good lord, you're gonna act like Travis? Yep.